I think, folks, what that means is we're live. So, welcome to the Saturday morning madness that is happening here on Dragon Warrior Randomizer. I'm Velu V. Joining me inside the commentator's booth is Wander Down. Wander Down, say hello to everybody out there on DW Randomizer chat.
Hey everyone, welcome to the race. Hope you guys have a good time watching this. I hope I plan to.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have an excellent matchup here between Vriaeliss and Pav. They're sitting here in the clumsy Tantagel 8403 race time GG room, and they are getting ready to have a nice matchup between each other. This is the tournament group phase, so this is to establish the bracket positions for the next round. Right now, we do have some differences in build, as you can see Pav with the classic strength HP build, and Vriaeliss, I'm not sure what build is that. Wander Down. I think you saw it on the. What is that build?
Oh, I think it was changed. That is in fact a strength agility build.
So a strength agility build on Vriaeliss side, and
And
hey,
we're
have a
off.
look at that. Absolutely. Let's see what's inside this treasury. Well then, we've got Erdrick's sword and a magic key. And of course, another key. So we've got keys and swords. This is promising to maybe be a fast one.
Yeah, starting attack of 50 is going to really do a lot of work early on.
Now,
Pav using the Dragon Lord sprites for the hero, and unfortunately, I'm not quite sure what Vriaeliss is using.
I'm not sure what Vriaeliss has either. Pav opted to do a quick save before checking the treasury here, whereas Vriaeliss is going right in. There is a key. Oh, it's not a key. It's just a chest overflow glitch. We've got fairy waters. Oh, it looks like there is a key. So I think they've got fairy water grind and a key grind. So they're
Yeah,
able to get everything open in here.
and once they earn about 85 gold, they can always go through the back of Tanagel and start buying keys.
Well, I think that one on the top left was a key, was it not? Or no?
Oh, you're right. I completely blanked on that.
So if it was, then they should have max keys. Looks like Vriaeliss has found himself the swamp cave and is just going to go ahead and walk right through it.
Yeah, Vriaeliss sitting at 1 and 2, and Pav at 1 and 1 in the Cantlin group.
So both runners with a win, looking to get their second. Vriaeliss using his Erdrick sword on this Druid, it'll be enough for level 2. It's always nice to get level 2 off a single monster. It's going to come with 5 power, 6 response speed, 9 hit points, and 8 magic, and the Heal More spell. So a quick early Heal More. And into the back of Garenham.
Amazing. And there's Pav getting his level 2. 6, 11, 8. 5, 6, 11, 8, and heal.
So far, we've got a Wings and a Fairy Water in the back of Garenham here. And some gold. So Wings, Water, Gold. Vriaeliss gonna go out the back rather than use a key to go in the front.
Pav
Which makes me think maybe they... go ahead.
Sorry, Pav just got level 3 off of a Scorpion, and I saw that he got Repel. Looks to be about... He got 2 Strength, 1 Magic, 7... Oh, never mind, he's at level 4. So that's a lot. Now he's up to 54 hit points. There's not a lot of increase in MP despite the spells, and including sleep at level 4. Vriaeliss is going for the herbs for some quick, less expensive healing.
Yeah, and Vriaeliss, I think, picked up the small shield and the clothes while he was looking at the armor shop there. Those big hit points are pretty nice, especially when you've got the heal more to cast with it, but you know, with Erdrick's sword and the strength that they've got, they should be able to start branching out for exploration if he wants to.
And a Star Wyvern with an attack just sends Pav home to get a recharge, and Pav's going to find that swamp cave that's going to end up going back to Garenham unless he gets waylaid.
Yeah, and with his extra levels, you know, or more than Vriaeliss have, he should be able to fight some of this stuff in this cave. Oh, Druin gets away. Or he gets away from it, maybe. Or maybe he one-shot it, and it was just that fast. I'm not sure. But yeah, Vriaeliss opting not to go through the door makes me wonder if maybe they didn't have a key grind. I still haven't seen in their inventory.
Okay, level 5, that's 1 strength for Pav, 1 agility, 6 hit points, 1 MP, but the heal spell, which will really help.
Yeah, heal is good, especially in the early levels when you don't want to spend your MP. When you only have 9 MP, which means you only have 1 cast of heal more, it means that they get a few more casts of heal to
and
help
that
them get
was
out there.
15 strength at level 4 for Vriaeliss on that one. And Vriaeliss comes up against the metal slime. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, he's getting those swings off. Looks like 4 came with the repel spell as well, which is nice. Pav is 5, so he's already got that. Metal slime with hurt more. It says, I'm a spicy slime.
And stop spell.
The stop spell you want to see on them. The hurt more, not so much. Alright, so looks like Vriaeliss is going to take this opportunity to go check out what's in the back of Tentagel, which might be why he didn't pop in here before. And I guess there wasn't a key grind. I might have hallucinated that, because he is in here buying up keys with the money that he saved up. And then we'll probably get our basement check shortly after.
Meanwhile, Pav going after Druin Lords who have the hurt spell. He bought up herbs, did not buy the dragon scale, surprisingly.
Oh no, Vriaeliss overwalked it. So he gave us the fake out on the basement check. We'll have to wait for that a little bit later.
You know, with the hit points and the attack points, hitting up a Wolf Lord here is not a bad play, and that's going to bring Vriaeliss up to level 5.
Yeah, Vriaeliss doing a good job of hitting those high priority or rather high experience targets, and just getting huge chunks of XP at once. Werewolf's probably a little too strong.
6, 23, and 5. No spells for Pav at level 6.
Yeah, but look at that agility. 41 agility at level 6 is pretty nice.
Yeah, especially that. And I can understand where Vriaeliss is coming from with the agility build, because a few of the other races I've watched this week have definitely been agility blocked for higher levels. 22 for Vriaeliss at level 6 for that agility as well.
Yeah, they're going to have about the same stat growths, but just slightly different, right? The agility will go up a little bit different, and
Pav's hit points.
Sacrifices, hit points. All right, here we go. So now Pav picking up some keys in the back of Tantagel. We'll see if Pav does the fake out as well, or if we'll get our actual look into the basement this time.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, we got ourselves a tablet. So Pav taking the long walk.
Coming back around for the second attempt.
He made it in. No outside, so they'll have to walk to get out.
All for a torch.
Good old Erdrick's torch.
Now, for anyone new watching, the goal with Dragon Warrior Randomizer is you are looking for what we call the homework items. The Silver Harp, the Stones of Sunlight, and Erdrick's Token. First bringing the silver harp to one of the trade-ins to get the Staff of Rain, and then bringing all 3 items to the Rainbow Drop Cave that a lot of people refer to as the Jerk, to get the Rainbow Drop to be able to enter Sharlock, dive the depths of that, defeat the Dragon Lord, and win the game.
That's pretty much the gist of it. There is a moment in there where you have to be called a fool, but I think you pretty much got it down. And yeah, our runners are looking for those things, and they are having some trouble finding it. None of our treasure caves have been found yet, but we've got a few checks.
Wolves with Hurtmore, that's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, but they're already doing pretty good damage, so as long as you can keep yourself healed up, they should be all right.
And Demon Knights with Stop Spell, and you've already got Erdrick's Sword. That's not a bad fight. And the Baby Breath, especially with the hit points you've got for Vriaeliss, can actually take this out to get to 90 experience points. And that takes the XP lead.
Sorry, you reminded me I had to pull up my little experience cheat sheet that I have here. Yeah, and Vriaeliss is rapidly approaching that level 7.
Yeah, 337, so Vriaeliss is 6 away, and Pav's going after this Stone Man, but he's going to run away, which I don't blame him. But this Warlock will do the job for level 7.
There we go. Pav getting level 7. Vriaeliss also working on it, but he's got a much longer fight. So Pav, the first one to get there. 1, 2, 6, 1, and a Hurtmore. It's off to the races. Go Pav. Find something to throw that Hurtmore. Not the wizard. Not the wizard.
I think the MP could use a bit of a boost, but yeah, this sees rushing it a little bit today.
Yeah, that is. I didn't even notice that Pav was out of MP, and yeah, with only 15, they've got exactly 3 casts of Hurtmore before they have to replenish it. See, it helps to be selective about your Hurtmore target, right? If you can find something worth, 135 versus 49, for example, to cast it on, that would be the way to go.
Yeah, I bet Pav's going in here right now to check the Swamp Spike.
Yeah. 3 quick green dragons or 3 quick axe knights can rapidly shoot you up to where you actually do have MP.
That would be amazing, especially... Unfortunately, it's a blue.
Yeah, those are a little more tricky, especially a back attacking blue, and blue says, nope, you're going to go home.
Yeah, and Vriaeliss is reaching the 600 XP threshold for level 8 as doing a walking grind and some exploration. And there's those Demon Knights.
Yeah, the Demon Knight is nice to have in the middle, right? You don't have a lot of MP to cast your magic. In fact, see, Vriaeliss is already out of MP, but still has the means to take down these Demon Knights that are kind of soft and squishy. But filled with sweet, sweet, delicious experience points.
That's 3 strength, 1 speed, 6 hit points, 7 magic, and the Hurt spell at level 8 for Vriaeliss. Meanwhile, Pav is going after this Drakima, who has Sleep.
So, what's the odds of us seeing the Hurt spell get cast this seed?
Less than average, let's just say that.
Alright, Vriaeliss looking for a town to top off at. He's fighting this Droll, though, and that'll pick him up another good chunk of experience points. He's picked up several 100-point lead over Pav, just by having better targets to throw his Hurtmores.
And Pav just discovering that the Stone Man has Hurt.
It makes the Stone Man a little nicer, a little less scary, but you don't really like to fight Stone Men. They tend to be longer fights than things. They're like not the ideal monster to want to fight. You could talk to Beta Strep about his favor of Stone Men.
Oh, I can understand that. Okay, Pav finding Brecconary for the 6 gold in. in and out, and it's right in the shadow of Sharlock, so he'll have a good base to go from when he's ready to dive.
And he also notices that there's Axe Knights in them thar hills, and so he's going mining for Axe Knight. He can only go deep in the mines for, 2 or 3 swings, but that's 3 Hurtmores and then a quick 6 gold in heal. So I like this area that he's found.
Yeah, and Pav's found an area, even though it's plains, with Magiwyverns and Wyverns. Although no MP, he's still got the strength to take a few of them out before he's either gonna find a town or get sent home.
Yeah. With this low MP and the Hurtmore, like, you really want to take advantage of that Hurtmore. So finding that place close to home where you can cast it, like Pav is, I think this is a really ideal overworld spot to be in. Just given the current circumstances. Like walk and grind, you have to rely on those longer fights, right? Because you're swinging your sword 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's a trade-off. You take what the game gives you, but yeah, it's good for Pav's. Pav certainly. He's found himself a nice spot here.
Yeah, at this level and his stats, Pav's going to be doing for Axe Knights most likely Hurtmore and a swing. And Vriaeliss hitting level 9 at 975 after this Druid Lord with outside 1 strength, 8 speed, 5 hit points, 2 more magic. Bring it up to a grand total of 24 MP.
That's amazing. They got so much magic points. It does get him up to 4 casts now of the Hurtmore spell. And he can use his utility, maybe a sleep once or something, or pop a heal. But that's not really what you're looking for out of a level, other than just passing it.
Yeah, Vriaeliss is going to check Breckenary. They've got enough for a large shield if they can find it. And we've got it. Large shield for Vriaeliss. Probably going to refill at the inn, and if they stay in this area, they're going to find this grind with... including things like Droll Magi, the Axe Knights. They can really do a number on expanding that lead.
Yeah, and with Pav right here, they're almost neck and neck for experience points. Looks like Vriaeliss is going to do a little bit of shopping as well, top off on herbs, and maybe get a dragon scale. But yeah, they're both in that same area, both grinding at the same time. All of a sudden, it's a very, very close, obviously close race,
Yeah, and there's still a lot of stuff to be found. Vriaeliss does have the dragon scale, picked it up in Breckenary. Pav didn't. Pav didn't when he went to Garenham. Vriaeliss did.
Yeah, dragon scale is a kind of hit and miss thing. You don't see a whole lot of people picking it up from the shop, but sometimes they do. I think I've seen Vriaeliss do it a couple times, so that's why I thought he would. There's a chest out there that has it, and it's only 2 defense. But I guess if you're doing an agility build, you should get every little ounce out of it.
And 2 caves on the back end of Sharlock, one of them being Mountain. And the other being the grave.
So just call this treasure corner, because we've got 10 checks all within 3 tiles of themselves.
And the possible no, wait, there is no gold grind at this point. All right.
I don't think there was gold in the treasury chest, no.
And top of grave, we've got Erdrick's token. More gold. And a dirt. There was one time a couple years ago, I saw a Saturday afternoon race where all of the homework items were in Mountain Cave.
Just a chock full mountain full of treasure. That's gotta be a good one. And speaking of treasure, we've got an herb on Pav's side. He's got Mountain 1 already taken care of. Can we go up or down? He goes down. Axe Knight in the way. Alright, our next chest is another gold. Nice monsters to throw the Hurtmores at in here. Like, you might want to come back to Mountain 2.
torch and a cursed belt, so that means one of the search spots is open. In Dragon Warrior Randomizer, there are 3 search spots that could be activated during a seed. One is... Okay, Angel's saying all 3 search spots have something. Oh, they probably did find the cursed belt in the treasury, which means the spot 3 steps down from the fountain in Cole, the spike in Hawksness, and the coordinates are all going to have items.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of belts in the back of Garanham, maybe. There was 3 belts that must have come up out of there. We got Stones of Sunlight and a level 15 on Pav's side. Oh, 2 in the treasury. There we go. All of my seeds are bleeding together. I raced one, and I've restreamed so many, I forget where things are. So I should just trust the people who are writing things down.
Vriaeliss going after the Wraith Knight, which is going to give them level 10 at 1500 XP. Level 10 for Vriaeliss with the Strength Agility build is going to give them 8 power, 0 speed, 3 and 4 for hit points and magic. They're about to get their Stones of Sunlight.
And now Pav in the grave. We'll see if Pav decides to do a full dive or not. There's a vocal majority of people that are never grave divers. And considering as close as it is to home, I don't think it was hard to find this place. You can definitely save it for later, especially when you know there's 3 checks out there to find.
Pav using his last herb to heal after being run blocked by a Magiwyvern. Now he does find that token, and then he's going to find that golden herb, which is really going to help with his HP. But he might go back, since Breckenary is really close, he might go back, run to Breckenary, refuel, and then come back for a dive, if he thinks it's necessary.
Or even to grind, right? There was those Axe Knights in front of Breckenary, but this is so close, and that zone has Axe Knights, Wraith Knights, plenty of things to throw your Hurtmores. And the walk to it does too.
Yeah, I think this is that same zone outside that's in the 2nd floor of Mountain, and Vriaeliss is being sent home by a wizard from that zone.
And there goes the wizard. Pav, maybe. We'll see what this Axe Knight does. They could run block. Will he get away? 3rd run is the charm. Does not heal because he can't.
And as per the seed flags for the summer tournament, we do have the mercy rule. The 4th run attempt will always work.
Yep, that's basically from the Dragon Warrior 4, I think is where they start doing that. It combines the 2 run strategies, so it's agility based for the first 3 attempts, and then the 4th one is free. Whereas in Dragon Warrior 4, it's 50%, 50%, 75%, 100% or something.
And Scarlet Shadow clarified that actually started in DW3 with that mercy rule. This was implemented only starting to be implemented in the tournament flags for the summer tournament last year for DWR.
Yeah, there we go. See, chat will always correct us. I like to co-opt everything that was good from 3 and put it into 4 anyways, because 4 is my favorite. And also, I don't know if I said, but Pav did pick up a large shield while he was here in Breckenary.
And he's got the half plate going, which is really going to help with his defense until if and when we find the armor.
6-7! Sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize profusely.
He did it, not me.
Alright, so Vriaeliss finding some Axe Knights to throw his Hurtmores at. Getting him dangerously close to level 11. That's going to come at 2175, so 2 more good Axe Knights. I think he has the MP for it. There's a town there. How do you get to that town? Not from this bridge. Pav also finding Axe Knights to throw Hurtmore's at. The Seed being very generous with its Axe Knights.
Okay, Vriaeliss is checking the Swamp Spike, sees that blue dragon, is going to try to double Hurtmore, I think.
Yeah, if you can get 2 Hurtmores to land, and he gets 2 in a row, that's perfect and good for 180 experience points.
And Pav getting away from that red dragon, thankfully, and finds Cole, which has this search spot 4 steps down from the fountain, and gets the armor. Perfect.
Casual armor pickup. Of course, Erdrick's armor, quite possibly one of the best armors in any JRPG. Not only does it have the best defensive stats in the game, it also reduces Dragonlord breath by 1/3, reduces Hurtmore damage. It makes it so you can walk on tiles like those swamps and the barrier tiles without taking damage, and it heals you 1 step every step that you take. It's just super overpowered, and Pav just picked it up. Somebody just took it off to take a bath and left it there in front of the place in Cole. It's just crazy.
And on top of that, it also makes you immune to enemy casts of Stop Spell.
That's right, it does. So it's just so OP.
There's the bridge to find, I think, is that the other... No, that's not the right town that we were looking at earlier. That was blocked, was it? On Pav's
I think it's a new town. Yeah, it's not the blocked town. It's Hawksness.
Ah, Hawksness.
But it looks like Pav is close to that block town, maybe? I could be wrong.
And yeah, they're definitely geared up
Vriaeliss,
on the swap site. But the Golem, okay. Golems can be defeated, but they also have baby breath, so that's going to be a little bit on the better side. They do have heal more, and they have a lot of hit points.
Yeah, that Golem with the baby breath is very nice, especially since he really likes to cast it. The Golem punches are pretty devastating. Erdrick's armor helps a lot with that. And, having the heal mores, it looks like he'll be able to chip this thing down.
And that 350 is going to be almost, I believe it is 2175 for level 11.
He's 11 away from 11, and he gets a fairy flute. Golem standing on the flute. Lovely.
Which, if he decides to pull a Golem grind for Go mode, will help, but we're not there yet. We're still searching out the Silver Harp. There is still the outstanding, there is still the Death Necklace and the Silver Harp, and we've still got coordinates to find from Camlin.
We got quite possibly the world's most crap level at 11. 101 for Vriaeliss, 111 for Pav.
And KLT in chat possibly advising that the blocked town that we saw by Sharlock was in fact Garenham, so that would have been on the other side of Swamp.
Oh, so the other continent, essentially. And so he didn't have to get there. We know how to get there.
And Vriaeliss taking it, dropping to an Armored Knight, what they call the AK-47. They get back home with a refill. They're at a massive 29 MP.
Yeah, that's 5 whole casts of Hurtmore now for their outings. Fairly equal in experience points, but Pav, having found that armor, is going to have a much easier time getting around everywhere as we find Rimmildar on Vriaeliss screen. So let's see what's in the Rimmildar chest. It contains a magic key. Spend 2 keys, get 1 back. That's how the key guy in Rimmildar makes his profit. And how he's able to sell them for so cheap.
And armored knights have hurt more.
Not something you want to see in your armored knight. But when you have Erdrick's armor, it's probably better to have them cast that than swing at these lower levels, even these mid levels. And there's a red dragon. Red dragon with stop spell? That's what you want to be fighting.
Oh, interesting, isn't that?
Yep, that stop spell is going to do nothing, and he's just going to keep casting it and cast it. That's a 75% stop spell red dragon. Let's see if he has heal more. Oh, he's got baby breath. His second ability is baby breath. This is the most bestest red dragon ever.
Yeah, and with the armor, that's going to make that, anywhere from... Actually, I don't know the exact numbers. I'm going to have to trust the rest of the community to handle that part of the math.
I'm not sure, but now Breckenary has just become like my favorite town to grind in. You have the Axe Knights and you have the Red Dragons right there that you can fight. That's amazing.
And within spitting distance of Sharlock, so when you're ready to go, you can hit that repel right at Breckenary right before you heal, and that's going to take you through quite a bit of the dive. And Vriaeliss, Wyverns have the big boy breath. Vriaeliss is sent home.
Yes, a very nice spicy breath from that Wyvern there. And unfortunate for Vriaeliss. But Pav is going to give us a little show on how to do a grind.
Pav at level 12 for 2551 at 3,000 experience points. The next one is, I believe, 4125.
That is correct. Which will come very quickly on these Red Dragons. Now, they're long fights, right? He's still not hitting them very hard. So it'll take a minute, but that 350 XP is so juicy and sweet. I think at this point, though, you almost would rather see Axe Knights. Just because they're faster.
The Red Dragons and Golems, both at 350 XP. The Golems, though, while they have the flute, that flute takes 8 seconds every time you use it, and we're in a race.
Yeah, the flute becomes more palpable when you have the speed hacks on that turns it to a little doodly-doo. But usually, that's in these ones.
That's something I enjoy when it. No, that's something I enjoy when it happens. Please go on. I apologize for interrupting.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's a fun sound. But yeah, the 8 seconds is certainly costly, and it makes the golem less sweet.
And yes, E-Ninja brings it up as, we're here to go fast. Hello there, E-Ninja. I remember you from the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide community.
Got the Ricky Bobby syndrome. I want to go fast.
And Vriaeliss has yet to find Cole with that armor on the search spot.
Yeah, this is just a matter of, you could almost point it down to that one person turned left and the other turned right kind of situation that happens sometimes on these maps. They were neck and neck up till that point, right? And then now Pav has kind of got his thing and found a place to immediately exploit it.
And Vriaeliss here pointing out that the Erdrick's armor is one of the most broken JRPG armors in existence, even 40 years or so later.
Modern games are too into nerfing stuff, so they don't have the guts to make anything as powerful as Erdrick's armor anymore.
And people say the Red Dragons are the fun police.
they rolled up to the party today, let me tell you. All right, and that's gonna be level what is this, 13 now? 5 powers, 8 response speed, 42 huge ol' hit points.
Amazing. But even though level 13, that strength is only at 57. Most times you want to look for an attack power, which is strength 1-to-1 plus whatever your weapon is, plus possibly the +2 for the fighter's ring. You want to get up to around 130 before you want to go after the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, and that's contingent on having enough heal mores to support that. Right now they only have 3 casts of heal more.
Yeah, and Angel pointing out that there was 0 MP at that last level. Now, in Dragon Warrior Randomizer, all spells that you see on this list here, you will have them by level 16 at the very latest.
That is correct. I think there was an old build where that wasn't built into it. I could be wrong. And you just see people having to go all the way up to like 18, 19 to get their last spells. But that's like ancient history.
Yeah, at the vanilla game, I believe Hurtmore was level 19.
Yeah. Like, at the point to where you don't need it yet.
Well, remember, in the vanilla game, where the sword is, you only get to use it for, like, half a dungeon.
That's true.
One of my pet...
Although, when I was 8, you know, I would pull the sword out and go back home and restock and save. The idea of going and doing it in a single dive? Insanity. Insanity to 8-year-old me. So Pav has found, looks like he's left his grind and is doing some exploration, marking off some dead ends. Vriaeliss still hasn't stopped exploring. He's down about 1,000 experience points, and is just looking for his spots in his towns. We've cleared out the treasure caves except for the bottom of the grave. Vriaeliss is looking for coal because it has the armor, but also, you know, we need Cantlin, we need those coordinates to be checked. Hawksness, we did do Hawksness already, or at least one runner did. I forget what was there.
Hawksness had the berry flute under the golem.
That's right, the golem flute. So Pav has seen Hawksness.
Yeah, but with the original Dragon Warrior, I was never quite... 14-year-old me was not quite as good at it, so I never got to the point of the sword. I think I gave up way too easily back then.
Fair enough. I begged my mom for the Nintendo Power subscription, so I had guides and stuff to help.
Oh, I had the subscription too, but I don't remember getting this. I don't think I had it to get the cartridge. I think I did rent it, and I just wasn't enjoying it, but that was years and years and years ago. We're going to watch these people race now, and Pav's going to get his 2-for-1 key. I mean, 1-for-2 key, sorry, my bad.
Ah, yes. Let's leave this jaunt down memory lane and look at these here Magic Wyverns getting some toasty fireballs cast at him. Pav with the refill.
I think Vriaeliss is just swinging at Magic Wyverns. They've got the strength for it. Really just want to preserve as much of that low MP as possible.
It looks like Pav is going through a pretty just kind of combing search pattern, right? Just getting screen north, screen south. He does see a town up there, so it looks like he's going to look for a little bridge to get to that town across the lake to the north.
Oof, werewolves have heal more, so best way for Pav to do this is swing and to hurt more.
Yeah, you want to swing first and get him down into range. Not seeing a land bridge just yet. Game trolling him with that little forest tile. Nope, not this way.
Angel thinking that might be coal on the other side of that.
I think before we saw coal from the north. I don't recall how narrow that little island that it was on was. Oh, not Cole. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Garanham. So never mind. Just disregard the things that I say. Cantillon is our far-flung town, right? That's what both of them have not seen. Vriaeliss has found the jerk. Just in these kind of weird islands up here, I think to the north of the map.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hike to find it when you have everything.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when the jerk is far away and you don't have everything yet when you find him. They still haven't found the harp. I don't think we've seen the staff trade-in cave either. Like, all of the trade-in stuff and things related to the harp are... Where are they?
Ah, DW... Ah, DWR lore for E-Ninja. He is usually... And you get yelled at if you talk to him without having all the items to get the rainbow drop. Thank you, KLT.
I think he cut out there just a little bit.
Yeah, still getting used to this.
But yeah, he's a jerk because if you don't have the stuff, he kicks you out. Like, not only does he yell at you, but he, like, literally kicks you out of his cave. Pav trying to ram the ocean tile to get across to that cave, but it doesn't work.
If only.
So both of our runners now settling into a where is this thing I need? When you have a fast seed like this that starts with early Hurtmores and early swords and stuff like that, it's a non-stop. You don't have time to think about where are these places. You've got to find your stuff quick because your opponent is also picking up experience really quickly and finding things too. So both of them, I think, are feeling under the clock to find whatever it is that they don't have. You know, to find that harp, to find that trade in Vriaeliss' side, to find the armor. You know. Just a great big empty nothingness on Vriaeliss' side, and I don't think this is the direction to Cole, but there's probably a good chance that Cantilon's over here somewhere. I think with all else said, I believe that the coordinates has to be the harp, maybe? I guess it could be the death necklace. Can the coordinates be a death necklace? Yes, it can. So it could be a death necklace. And we do still have the deep grave. Nobody's looked in there yet. Could have a vanilla harp.
Okay, a bit of grinding seems to be on both parts while they're still looking for Cantillon.
They are both looking for Cantillon, that's for sure. So we're just trying to find the last couple of items here. Silver harp is really the linchpin to this. obviously we know that the armor is in Cole, but on Vriaeliss' side, it could potentially be down there in Charlock. Not that he would orphan Cole just for that, but to go dive Charlock, that would be a mistake. But in terms of their urgency, I think Pav is like, okay, I've got all the stuff. Where is this stupid harp? I think in terms of pressure, I think Pav might feel it a little more. We'll have to ask them when they get done.
Oh, yeah. And as you can see, they're both level 13, but you can see the difference between the builds. The agility build is giving Vriaeliss 4 more agility points, and defense is half your agility score plus your armor, which includes your armor and your shield. Vriaeliss is at a 48, doing the clothes and the large shield. That's going to jump when they find the Erdrick's armor in Cole. But Pav with the HP build is sitting at 128 to Vriaeliss' 118.
Yeah, so those extra agility points help with being able to, well, obviously the defense, right? Being able to take less damage in a fight, but also for repelling monsters. So it does sometimes open up the ability to repel, Charlock tier monsters, maybe the werewolves, things like that. So there certainly are some advantages that come to it. You can potentially get more doubles from the Dragon Lord fight because his bites won't do as much damage to you as they do to your opponent.
And Pav at 14, 3 strength, 22 agility, 16 MP, and what's that? 16 HP, and was that 8 MP?
I didn't quite catch it, but I did see that it came with Radiant, my favorite spell. And yeah, it looks like that was 8.
Thank you.
So Vriaeliss about 1,000 points down still, so he's maintained the experience differential. It hasn't gotten much wider as both of them are in exploration rather than any one person in a dedicated grind. Although he's going to fight this red dragon here, that'll help.
Well, at a slight disadvantage because of the lack of Erdrick's armor, which would make him, again, immune to that stop spell.
Oh, that's right. And once the stop spell goes through, he'll start casting his breaths instead of the stop spells. But he should be able to get it down anyways, and he does. I think also this is more in the right direction to find Cole. I think it was to the west of Breckenary at all.
I believe that was the case. Now, Pav at level 14 is sitting on 144 hit points. Makes you ask the question, is he going to try to seek out the Death Necklace to boost that attack power by 10 points for that Dragon Lord fight?
I mean, right now, having a Death Necklace could really be a play. You have to have it to use it, so you got to find the thing. They're still not, even with the Death Necklace, not in any territory to be able to fight anything yet. But yeah, I think that if you have it, you put it on. I don't know that you necessarily go looking for it. But yeah, I think at this point you have so many hit points, and by the time they have the magic to go fight the thing, they're going to have so many more hit points.
That is true. Thank you. And Vriaeliss finds Cole. And that's going to cheer them up.
Absolutely. That gives us armor parity. And now the difference is, about 700 experience points and maybe some exploration.
And going from 14 to 15 is one of the times. This is one of the times going from level 14 to 15. I always feel like that's one of the longest grinds in the game, in the randomizer, because this is going from 5625, I want to say, and I'm probably wrong on that, to 7500.
No, you got that spot on. And yeah, it does. It feels like a lot, because everything up till that point, it's like, okay, we're going up 100 points, 300 points, 1,000 points. And this one, it's just like, boom, damn near 2,000 points. Go.
Yeah, it's 14 to 15, and the jump from 165 to 337. And I know it's not true. It's just something the way my brain works. I just think of those as long, tedious grinds.
But as powerful as they are, I don't think it'll have to take them that long to get there. As Vriaeliss gets his level 14. Comes with 25 agility points.
Yeah, which brings them to 94 agility. That's going to do a lot, and especially in the later game.
Yeah, that's actually pretty insane. It makes you wish there was a gold grind to get a silver shield and really, really maximize it. And, if he keeps up not dying, he might even naturally get to one. It just all depends on how far away the go level is.
Yeah, Pav's nearly halfway there, a little over about halfway there it's himself. He would need for the silver shield the 14,800. And there might be a lot of grinding in the future, especially with MP 30 at level 14. The seed giveth and the seed taketh.
Yeah, this magic points is actually pretty hilarious considering the health that they have in the other stats.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apparently can't read. That's 38.
Yeah, it's 30 or 38, both ridiculous. Do you go fight the Dragon Lord with 5 heal mores?
Signs point to no. And there's only a 300-point XP difference between the runners at this point. Vriaeliss just taking down what I'm assuming was a red dragon with the 350 experience points.
Yeah, I think he's gotten a couple of those, just since he's got the armor. Similar to Pav, right? He didn't set in on a grind on it, but he fought the couple that came by him.
Yeah, like I said, you could tell between the agility and the HP build is where Pav has the HP, has a bit more HP. Vriaeliss does have 4 extra defense points, and especially when you get to later game, that's going to be very important. And Pav finding another... Pav going back to Cole, probably for a recharge.
Yeah, I think in this seed, the agility is better than the hit points, honestly. Because there's so many hit points even on the agility side. Using the death necklace certainly would change that a little bit, but if you don't have the death necklace, for example, once you get so many hit points, they're kind of useless because you can never heal more to max.
I think that might depend on how the next few levels reward strength. Usually at certain times like this, when you're at level 14 with 38, one of the next few levels might just have a huge rubber band for MP gain. Most of the time. Sometimes you go to 20.
Yeah, exactly. So it just kind of depends on where that rubber band comes. Vriaeliss found himself his golem, so he's going to do a little Hawksness fight here, get himself a fairy flute. We'll see what he decides to do from there. Meanwhile, Pav, looking desperately, where is the harp? The harp has to be near Cantillon or through my coordinates. What cave is this?
Odds are the harp. Oh, no, the stones.
We have not seen this yet.
Nope.
It's a dragon scale.
Which proves your point from earlier, is that there is one chest with a dragon scale every season.
And there it is.
And about 320 something XP for Pav to hit level 15.
Vriaeliss about 700 XP away. 2 good red dragons would get him there. I don't think there's any red dragons where he's at right now, though. Two more Axe Knights will get Pav his level, and there's one right there.
Axe Knight attack hitting at 16. That's nice defense. $104 points left for Pav to hit level 15, and we find nope, that's another town.
I think they're both in roughly the same area. I think that might be Hawksness.
Oh, you're right.
There's a cave! There's a cave up here! It's the staff trade-in cave!
Well, the knowledge is good, but we can't find that harp. It's at this point, it's either going to be on the coordinates, which I think is a better than average chance, or they are going to have to end up deep diving grave.
Yeah, I mean, the coordinates has to be either the harp or the death necklace. And then the grave will have the other one.
And simultaneous Cantlin finds.
It's a Cantlin race. Let's see who can get to the old man first. There's a person in the way for Pav, and his rappel wears off, giving Vriaeliss the lead. 32 north, 19 west is a very countable thing, I think.
Definitely. And I always wondered about that because the old man in Cantlin always says leagues. That's a lot of distance. It always made me wonder about that with the original game. I was like, no wonder the Dragon Lord's taking over. There's like all these leagues between even the castle and the first town.
How far is a league? Is it more than a mile?
I'll have to look that up, but I can't do it right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And, you know, they are going to probably, you know, definitely grind because the next two levels have to have either both stop spell and return. Both might be very important later on. I have seen races where the winner did get there and beat the Dragon Lord and didn't have return and had to walk back.
Yeah, you like to have the safety wings in your inventory if you don't have the return spell, and it's a thing to overlook as well. Typically, you know, while you're doing your shopping before setting out, you'll pick up the wings. But that could definitely play into it, depending on what level 15 gives us. If level 15 gives us like 50 magic points, we're probably going regardless.
But yeah, thank you, Scarlet, for a league is 4.8 kilometers or about 3 miles. So even in the vanilla game, the castle is about 20 to is quite a bit from Breckenary.
Well, I think altogether then, if it's 120 by 120 map, we're going 3 times that, so 360 by 360 miles. Miles is just more comfortable for me, if leagues to miles, so that's what, the size of a small state? Medium-sized state, maybe? New Jersey?
New Jersey from top to bottom is 166 miles.
Okay, so bigger than that. Maybe somewhere further south, like a Virginia or something.
Possibly.
Anyways, I digress. It's too much about leagues. Let's talk about Wolf Lords and their susceptibility to the Hurtmore spell. Getting Pav that much closer. He's just not finding the really good monsters to fight.
He's almost to level 15, and we're gonna see interesting things once that happens, I think.
Oh, he's trying to do a count, wasn't he? So I'm not maybe. Maybe doing a count. I don't know.
And Pav hitting that level 15 while Vriaeliss takes on that dragon. Let me see. 2 power.
Pav is really milking it.
0 for 8 more HP and 8 more MP and stop spell. Well, that's 5 heal mores.
Yeah, it's a whole extra heal more, 2 whole extra casts of hurt more to aid in the grind.
And a double no effect on hurt mores for that Axe Knight. Ouch.
Gotta love it. Yeah, he's made it up to 102 attack power. We can do a whole 1 damage to that Dragon Lord. So if we can get it done in 150 swings, we'll be all right.
Yeah, Vriaeliss. Vriaeliss has
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vriaeliss has a better count and has in fact found the harp.
Yeah, there we go. So that means the Deep Grave not required. So saves both of our runners time, or I guess neither of our runners time, since neither of them went down there, and presumably neither of them will. And so Vriaeliss has got to make a mad dash to that harp man, that staff man. He knows where it is. He's seen it.
I'm not sure Pav's found it yet.
It was all the way on the other side of the map, right? On the east side, on that, like, east coast? Or no, that was the jerk.
Yeah. No. I know Pav knows where the jerk is.
Pav, oh, now he's got his harp, so both of them in a dash. Both of them level 15 now. The Count is satisfied. Vriaeliss has traded in his staff. So
and Hoodie's raiding with a party of 18 from his Red Slime Zone. Welcome, Hoodie and everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome in, everybody. Story of the Seed was a Sword in the Treasury, a Hurtmore at level 2, and, well, they both just finally got the harp, which was the last thing they needed, and I think Vriaeliss just turned it in to become a Staff of Rain. Vriaeliss has seen the jerk. I'm not sure if Pav has. And they are neck and neck in terms of experience points.
Pav has
a golem on this spike. I think Vriaeliss is going for a golem grind.
Pav has seen the jerk. I don't think he's seen the harp trade-in. And we'd like to also welcome the raid of 3 from EMP, Any Amount of Money. Welcome in.
Yeah, absolutely. Question about the difference in build possibly could change it. As you can see, Vriaeliss has just an ungodly amount of agility right now. The attack power has been lacking, and the magic points have been lacking throughout this seed. Also, note to the tracker, we are at level 15 on Vriaeliss' side. So I guess Baby Breath Golem is what Vriaeliss has settled in on. I'm not sure if this is better than the Stop Spell Red Dragon / Axe Knight, but you have to walk on it in mountains, whereas the Golem is just every step. He is using the Fairy Flute.
Somewhere DK is twitching. And level 16 is going to be at 9,750 XP.
Yeah, so it's a good handful of golems that'll have to get through. Pav here, I think, has found his trade-in.
Yes.
Oh, he's got his staff.
Yeah, although, no, I'm just saying good for Pav. I don't have any stake in this race. I'm not rooting for one person over another.
Way to let your true colors shine there.
Nope, I actually don't have any. I don't have any stake in this race. I'm not even in the
Yeah,
tournament.
yeah, we believe you. We know you were putting down massive Kalshi bets on this race. I'm kidding, of course.
I know. But now that Pav's found that, he also knows where to get the rainbow drop. So at this point, it is going to be grind and go. You know, does he pick the golems like Vriaeliss did, or does he go through that hill country outside of Breckenary to hunt down those dragons?
I think on Pav's side, he's so close to the level, right? You just take these. I mean, yeah, he's not even looking for a grind in; it's just giving it to him, and then we'll see what 16 has. All right, so there's another fairy flute on Vriaeliss' side. He is out of magic points, so you know he's basically, you know, until you run low on hit points, I think he'll sit here. He's hoping to be able to get out the 1, 2, 3. I think he needs 4 more. That might be pushing it a little bit.
Actually, at 350 XP each, at 8,700, when you need 9,750, it's going to be about 2 more golems before Vriaeliss hits 16.
Oh, well, there you go. That's even better. So maybe he will make it. I should
Like
give
I said,
myself a calculator.
that fairy flute is still 8 seconds every time you use it. You know, especially with this, it might even be a tight race if they both hit Sharlock around the same time, and the XP gap is closing.
It is. So, despite losing an entire bull ride every time that he fights this golem, it is getting him the XP that he needs. Is there a refill close to Hawks? Kind of. Hawksness is fairly close to home, so I think you just die here and walk back. Oh, and looks like Cole is nearby as well.
And Pav is fighting this red dragon, which will actually take him to level 16.
All right, so Pav, the first one to get there. Let's see what it comes with.
17 power, but 1 HP and 4 MP, so the grind continues.
Yeah, now we're wishing we had that death necklace, right? Because this is definitely go with a death necklace, but without one...
I wonder
You're
if
looking
Pav...
at 23 or 24 swings at 119 AP?
Yeah. I wonder if Pav is feeling the pressure enough to actually try and dive grave to seek out that death necklace if he doesn't want to go looking in the treasure room at Sharlock.
Yeah, that's 6 heal mores, though. That's really actually the thing that we're worried about. I keep saying definitely go, but not really.
This is around the part of the game where I get a little lost. What is the XP level for 17? And Vriaeliss is 1 XP away from level 15. I mean level 16. They are at 9749.
When you regret not killing that blue slime 40 minutes ago.
I know.
The threshold for 17 is 12,000 experience points even.
Yes, thank you both.
And there we go. Vriaeliss has all of his homework done. He's taken care of his level 16. He's a little bit behind in the experience points, but not by much. So it's still very, very close. Anybody's race. And of course, Pav still has to go turn in that last bit of homework, right?
Yeah, but he also... I know he has seen the Jerk Cave, so he knows exactly where it is.
Is a blue dragon better than a golem on a spike?
No. Sorry, that's an opinion.
Chat will come here and tell you whether it's an objective fact or not. There you go. It looks like Pav has found his drop, so both runners have
Grind and
homework
go.
done. Grind and get the heck out and go.
And considering there is that hill area with the dragons and assorted other creatures, right by Breckenary, which is within sight of Sharlock, there is a lot you can do to grind if you want to do the walk, or you can always head over to Hawkness and try to take those golems.
So we've got some magic keys being purchased here by Pav. The only thing I can think those are for is for a grave dive or a potential Sharlock treasury check to get that death necklace. It's the only thing I can think of to be purchasing keys at this point.
Agreed. Yep, Pav going back to the hill grind outside Breck. And Vriaeliss is deciding to take their chances with blue dragons on the Swamp Spike. And Gwaelin is going to have to, not be in play this seed.
Yeah, and they both started these dragons at basically 10,500 experience points. So we'll be able to actually see in real time the difference between the quality of these two grinds.
Yeah, and Jay Coper also asking, where's the death necklace? Chirno asking, Deep Grave or Sharlock? That's what we're guessing too. And probably also the Fighter's Ring in either case, if you really need that extra 2 attack.
Yeah, those are the only places we haven't seen, is the Deep Grave and Sharlock. That is correct. I think. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of it, but I'm pretty sure.
No, that's pretty much it. It's either going to be Deep Grave or Sharlock at this point.
So right now it's like, okay, how many MPs do I get? When my MP is sufficient, do I have enough attack power to eschew the death necklace or not? That's kind of the question. I mean, you definitely want it, but I don't know if I would go out of my way for it if I don't.
Yeah, at this point they're probably grinding to get enough MP first, then they'll make the decision on the death necklace and strength, seeing what happens when they finally get there.
The strength's not great even with the death necklace on. Anyway, there's our 1200, so let's see what 17 has for Pav. It looks like we're coming with 4 more power, 1 response speed, 16 hit points, 14 magic. It's in the right direction. 64 MP is, 8 casts of the Heal More?
Yeah, but even I personally don't feel that the attack power is high enough without the death necklace to justify it. If I were Pav, I'd be grinding to 18, but I'm also not the best player at all, so I can't judge.
With a death necklace, you're probably, you're relying on doubles, right? So the question is, can he, with the death necklace and the Fighter's Ring, he's at 135 attack power, which is about 13 swings on average. So the question is, how many doubles are you going to get with your remaining hit points?
Yeah, if it were me, it's not a risk I would take, but I'm also not the bravest when it comes to doing stuff like that.
Right, and chat pointing out, with low MP, doubles are not likely simply because you're going to have fewer opportunities to get them, right?
Yeah, they're all saying the same thing. Head out that grind to 18. Which is, I think, 14,500?
14,250.
Sorry, I knew that.
It's all good. And looks like Vriaeliss, the first one to pop the drop and take a peek inside of Sharlock. Which is probably a better grind than the blue dragon he was sitting on.
Yeah, especially even in Zone 1, you're already coming up against golems, which they have the flute. It's going to be a little bit easier with those when those big boys have stop spell.
He might even be doing a dive grind for the necklace. I don't think it's probably as good as the reds and the axes, but it's, it's a strategy. And there you go. There's level 17 for Vriaeliss.
Yeah, Vriaeliss, when they get the MP, I think, up and strength up to snuff, their higher defense is going to be possibly a deciding factor if they both hit Charlock at the same time, and it's looking that way considering they're both aiming for the same thing here.
Yeah, I think that they will probably hit at similar times. Right now, Pav, I think, still has the better grind, but it could also change things with finding this, if Vriaeliss is able to fish out, the death necklace, and let's say level 18 doesn't give us much and the grind has to then continue there even further, like having all of that stuff fished out and already gotten could also play into it. So there's still definitely lots of things that can turn up, and it's super, super close right now. And I think it's great that they're both doing kind of different stuff, but both kind of make sense stuff to do.
Definitely. This is going to be an endurance race, I think, at this point.
Vriaeliss briefly takes the experience points lead, but there you go. That red dragon puts Pav back into it. Yeah, I suppose I'm just not sure what's better, these golems versus the red dragons / axe knights, because the axe knights go so fast. I'm honestly not sure if the golem fight or the red dragon fight is longer. Golem crits. That's it. Just crit the golem. That's all you got to do. Oh, but there's axe knights in here too. Of course, you need to save your MP for the dive if he's going for something, which I think he is. I think he's going to clear out that treasury. I think he needs Death Necklace.
Yeah, although Beta points out that Charlock doesn't have the higher encounter rate than these hills do, so there is a balance.
Yeah. What is it? The inside of castles are the same as trees, I think?
I'm not sure. That gets into the math stuff that I never quite learned by watching.
Brick is the same as forest swamp, yeah, it's the same as trees. And then hills and desert are the same, I think.
$14,198 for Pav. They are right at the edge of level 18, and we're going to see what happens next.
Yeah, this Act Knight will do it, so here we go.
Okay, this... If they had the Death Necklace, if I were in Pav's situation, I had the Death Necklace, I would grind. But you know, you have to risk that it's in the treasury at Charlock and not in Deep Grave. And 14,069 XP for Vriaeliss. They are also on the edge of level 18 and are going to get that. And they're also a lot closer to the treasury to take that check.
I'm thinking 18 swings is with no Death Necklace, no Fighter's Ring, and this is just my rough spreadsheet that I have that calculates like simply one number. 18 swings on average with 125 AP. Goes down to 17 with a fighter's ring, and goes down a lot with that death necklace. So I think you got to go. You got to find that death necklace.
Vriaeliss 227, 24 MP, and thank you for all of that, Vriaeliss, because that part of the math always goes over my head. So I'll take your word for it.
There are people with much better spreadsheets than mine, but I just have a little simple one that I use as my cheat sheet for racing to quickly look and be like, okay, yeah, let's go. So that's just what I'm looking at. I definitely don't have these numbers in my head.
And both of our runners right now in Sharlock, it looks like Vriaeliss is going in for the ring and or death necklace hunt. Pav is going in at, well, mostly full HP and full MP. They might be wanting to do a single dive.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to single dive this, and I think the monsters are fairly tame, so he should be able to get down there with it, particularly with all the hit points that you'll be able to buffer. So here we go, though. We're getting our first checks. Get your bets out for where on the pyramid the death necklace is going to be, folks. Or is it in the grave? Well, there's our fighter's ring.
Vriaeliss putting up fairy water instead of the fighter's ring. Gold. Death necklace. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. Once Pav hits the treasury, he's gonna go straight for it. Vriaeliss is probably going to check the Sharlock spike, see if they need to decide if they need to grind a little more, or go. Nope, they're going outside, refilling at Breckenary, and then taking the second dive. That's going to be a deciding factor in this race.
Yeah, I mean, for right now, it's pretty much Pav's race to lose. With that Death Necklace and Fighter's Ring being in there, I think the Dragon Lord fight pretty much becomes trivial. What's that put him at? 137 attack power, 12 swings, 11 heal mores. I think you're plenty good to go.
And even with the 25% loss of hit points from the Death Necklace, that's still going to put him at a massive advantage.
Yeah, still potential for lots of doubles.
And Pav, using the Dragon Lord sprite for their hero, is also noticing the imposter at the throne. I'm still not sure what sprite Vriaeliss is using for their hero, and I apologize that I should have looked that up.
It's all right. There's so many sprites. I think it's hard to it's hard to know what they all are. And a lot of folks use custom sprites too. I don't think Vriaeliss is. I think it is one of the ones that's just in the pack. It's the female merchant. There we go.
Thank you, Scarlet. Thank you very much.
Chat knows everything.
Yep. Pav finds his stuff, going right for the grind. Definitely at a serious advantage here, unless there's something really nasty on the spike, which I doubt, considering all we've seen, or there is some unfortunate mismenuing or a really nasty Sharlock encounter rate until he gets there. Right now, Pav's at the advantage.
Yeah, they would need some sort of like back-attacking wombo combo green dragon, because we haven't seen green dragons. I think that's the only thing that we haven't seen. Everything else that could be on that spike, I'm pretty sure is fairly tame.
You are correct. I don't remember seeing any of those either.
It's a red.
It's a red with stop spell. They're fine.
So Vriaeliss about 3/4 of a dive ahead, or rather Pav about 3/4 of a dive ahead of Vriaeliss is going to talk to the king, or the Dragon Lord. Well, maybe. Jerkbird's going to get in the way. Bite him a little bit.
And there's that Sharlock encounter rate. And Pav decides to be called a fool and try to take out the bad guy.
Thy body is being squeezed. Eats a hurt more, says fine. I still have 123 hit points.
But gets that lucky stop spell cast.
Yep, stop spell is good. He's going to need one more swing here at least.
And welcome to J-Man
take it.
rating with a party of 2. Just as Pav is going after Dragon Lord 1, and Vriaeliss just hits the basement of Sharlock. We are in a close race, but advantage is still Pav's.
Yeah, Pav going to go ahead and use those herbs. He's fishing for the stop spell just to really maximize his hit points going into DL2. He's happy with 93, though, so he's going to go ahead and go in on that.
All right, let's see who gets a first attack, and it's Pav.
I think that first attack pretty much seals
And that's an
opening double.
Yeah. Unless there's a miss menu, I'm going to say advantage Pav right now.
I'm not counting, folks, but I think this is pretty much a surefire thing.
And I forgot to start counting. Dang it, I even had the notebook here right for it. But yeah, even with the deck necklace, your HP is at 130, and Vriaeliss, unless there's a miss menu, it's going to be Pav. But Vriaeliss did not slack off on this either. They both ran a fantastic race, especially with this set.
Yeah, and as Chad's pointing out, Vriaeliss really did book it down Sharlock. He got here in record speed, but just not quite enough to catch up. Yeah, super close race entirely throughout. I think at the end of the day, the blue dragon grind was the deciding factor.
Agreed. Very exciting race so far. The XP lead bounced back and forth between the two of them. A lot of interesting early finds. Sword in the Throne Room really, was a massively fast start. And we weren't even paying attention. Pav has already put in the Dragon Lord, hits the return, and given a few more seconds is going to be the winner of this race, bringing him to a 2-1 record. Vriaeliss is going to go to a 1-3 record in the Cantlin group as we continue our group stage during Dragon Warrior Randomizer, the summer tournament.
Yep, absolutely. Make sure you get those GGs out there in chat for Pav, who's going to finish with an official time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds. Vriaeliss hot on his heels here, finishing up his Dragon Lord fight. Haven't been counting it, but judging by his MP, I'd say he's got it about halfway down.
And we have a little bit because Pav's using the credits before the... Oh, wait, no. Pav's going right to the stat screen, so we should be able to see a few of the things that they were handling this time.
Yeah, one of the interesting things about the randomizer, or a new feature added fairly recently, is beyond the end game credits, we have this little summary of all the things that you fought and won and died against, and all of that. So nice little stat recap, kind of gives you the box stats for each of our runners.
As Vriaeliss also takes down the Dragon Lord 2 and is about to finish theirs. Maybe I'd say about a minute and a half difference. That's a very close race.
Yeah, absolutely. Like about a half a Dragon Lord fight, right? And in fact, we do have an official time in the room right now of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 39 seconds. So good job, Vriaeliss.
89-second difference. Still a fantastic race. Well done by both of our runners.
Hello, Pav. Welcome into the room. Congratulations on your finish. Tell us, what did you think about that seat?
Well, another zoomy one for me, so it was find the things and hopefully not miss something very important.
That was a fantastic race. Like I said, there was about 89 seconds difference between both of you, and it was really exciting race to watch.
So I feel really bad. So after I cleared Hawksness and the Golem, my plan was to go to Cole to heal up and then go north to explore that. Totally missed Cole and got all the way back to Breck. I'm like, well, I'm not walking all the way back up there. Let's just do everything else where there's one thing that's important.
Yeah, both of you struggled finding both the harp and the staff trading cave. Or mainly the harp was kind of like the last main thing that both of you found, other than the death necklace. But yeah, it was definitely kind of jetty of a seed, especially with that sword and early hurt more. Were there any parts where you were super worried, or were you just like, let's go, everything is feeling good? Like, was there any part where the panic set in, I guess?
Yeah, once I full cleared the whole right, side of the map and no Cantlin, that's when I knew I screwed up by not getting back to Cole and going north after the Hawksness. That's it.
And fun fact, both of you found Cantland at the exact same time.
It was a literal foot race. I think you both entered at the same time, but there was a person in your way and your rappel wear it off. So Vriaeliss actually got to the guy first. We were excitedly calling that foot race.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to watch it back.
Yeah, otherwise, super jetty seed, super fast one. Little bit of hiccups there with that harp, but otherwise, you were both really close. Tell me about your grinding decisions, right? You had that zone with the red dragons and the axe knights. Had you considered grinding anywhere else, or were you like, this is lovely, I'm going to stay here forever?
Slightly about the Golem, but being that they're so close to Breckenary and Sharlock, the red dragon, there was just free as all could be, with the kicker of the axe knight as well. Not a lot of MP to use early, so I didn't stick around as long as I really wanted to. But yeah, it worked out, I think.
Yeah, Vriaeliss tried a couple of other places. He did he did do the golem for a little bit, and really, I think you guys were neck and neck the entire time. And for a little, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, a level or so, Vriaeliss decided to grind on blue dragons while you were hanging out there, finishing up, level 13 or so on the red dragon axe knight. So. I think that was where the difference that got you into Sharlock just a little bit faster, but it was like 3/4 of a dive was the difference going in. So just really really well raced and exciting the whole way through.
And Vriaeliss also dove Sharlock first to get the death necklace and did also find the fighter's ring. So you were a little bit ahead because you took the single dive path. But that's not a knock on Vriaeliss. Both of you ran an amazing race. This was wild to see.
Yeah,
Vriaeliss
I didn't.
Vriaeliss is in the chat. I just want to make sure that they know. Everyone did such a good job.
Yeah, there's no way. Even with the 2 chests and grave left that I didn't dive, I didn't want to risk it not being there and go early. It wasn't necessary. I mean, if I equipped the death necklace early, maybe take out the red dragons a little bit sooner because strength was low, but it wasn't really in my mind. It was fairy water just in case it wasn't there, and it was still a really good chance to win.
Yeah,
we were guessing. I was like, okay, death necklace is, after level 17 and the low MP, we were guessing death necklace was either going to be Sharlock or Deep Grave, and both of you decided to risk it at Sharlock first, and that was the right decision.
Yeah, even if it was just the fighter's ring, it would have made a little bit of a difference if the death necklace was engraved. So I felt good either way. It would have been a lot tighter, but it would have been, wouldn't feel bad if I lost.
With 170 whatever hit points, you've got a little bit of wiggle room in your Dragon Lord's wings.
Indeed. Well, GG Vriaeliss. That was I can't wait to watch it back. I'm excited, and good luck in the rest of your races. And I'm hoping I can do well as well. And maybe we'll see each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, GG to both of you. That was a great. And the day's not over yet. We have at 2:00 there is Scarlet Shadow versus Sassage Link, which I think someone is red slime zoning. And next at 5:00 back on DW Randomizer, Vriaeliss will be doing Ziggy versus Edge Talvaron.
Absolutely. And so, just want to make sure before we let everything go that we send out a big thanks to our entire Restream crew, which is mostly just Angel FM going out there and taking care of the tracking and the Restream for us, as well as myself, Vriaeliss, and Wander Down in the booth taking care of our commentaries and talking at you the whole time. Thank you all in chat for coming in and listening to us and watching this race. And yeah, there's more Dragon Warrior pretty much all day long. I know that there will be another race here a little bit later this evening that I'll be restreaming, so make sure you pop in to see that. And I think that we will be doing a raid to F. Coughlin, who is doing some Dragon Warrior. Oh, he's doing a tourney race too, maybe?
It's F. Coughlin versus Ziggy. No one's restreaming that though right now. Someone will probably do a Red Slime Zone VOD later on.
Fair enough. So you'll get your chance to see that first person in advance. So enjoy the raid and have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.